So we have another video today. There's two more still from the post that I never finished with the ideas from one of my clients. So it's Sunday morning, just finished running 8 miles with the same song on repeat. Oh my God, one of my favorite songs by Ja Rule, but heard it on the radio, old school, and totally motivated me to keep going and running and running. And I like to put songs on repeat. And then I like to have my phone on me and seeing people's comments on things because that motivates me to keep going. And that's kind of the subject of this. One of the subjects, because there's two topics that I'm going to talk about, and one of them says, like, how to get your mind to keep going when you're in the middle of working out and you want to stop, and what motivates you to keep going. Now, with me, I really like to feel out the energy in a gym. Some gyms, like I work out at two different gyms. I work out at 24 Hour Fitness in Richmond, and then I also work out at the UFC gym in Concord. Usually I don't like to drive very far. I'm kind of like I just want to be right there. And Richmond is 10 minutes away from me, and the UFC is like 25 minutes away from me. But for me, it's worth it because I like the energy in the gym. Not a lot of people, not super crowded, but with what motivates me is not wanting to stop, not wanting to give in, knowing that there might be, that's a big thing for me, knowing that there might be somebody, one of my clients, a friend of my clients, or one of my Facebook friends that's in the gym that might see me stop at a certain number when I really shouldn't have stopped, or maybe give up, or maybe if I fall or something and then I don't keep going. That's mine. That's my motivation. You have to find what works for you. Like, maybe you're going to post to your friends or something like that you're going to do this, and then you're going to post a picture after you do it that you do it. And maybe that accountability, or asking a family member for support if you don't want to put it out there. Or if you do have a trainer, you tell your trainer, hey, on my off days, I'm going to text you. That's one thing. But the biggest thing, I think, is music. Trying something different all the time. Like, I never do the same workout. I've been working out for 20 years, close to 20 years now. I've been a personal trainer for about 12 or 13 years now. But I've never, ever, ever put myself through the same workout. Like, people sometimes will ask me, which I won't do, but people will sometimes ask me, hey, I just want a routine. Can you write out a routine for me? Whether they offer like financial, hey, I'll pay you a fee for it for a routine, or they're just pretty much asking me for some free stuff. Either way, I don't have routines because I don't do routines. So I wouldn't write them out for anybody. Even people that are on my program, they go through phases, and every month is a different phase. And some of my clients don't even do a whole phase for a month. They do it for 3 weeks or 2 weeks, but each week the workout's different. And then again, my clients, one of my clients, Mark, just did a video testimonial for me, and he said he's been training with me for almost 3 years now, and he said he's never done the same workout. And every one of my clients can say the same thing. Nobody's ever done the same workout. And that's exciting too. So maybe, like, either if you're with a trainer, or you have a trainer, or you're an online client of mine, like, you have to find that excitement to try something new. I know I talked about her in my last video, but Michelle, like, she was so excited to go and try that new exercise. And then she asked me for a bunch of clips of new challenges, and she likes a challenge. Find a challenge, and then maybe say, okay, so my motivation to get through the workout is at the end of the workout, I'm going to challenge myself to do a movement and see if I could do it, or try to do it, or do it, not stop until I do it. And maybe that's something fun. And then again, going back to the whole music thing, like, music is what does it. And then knowing that you're a step closer. Each workout you finish, you're a step closer and closer to leading a healthier lifestyle. Playing on my other video that it's not just about a physical thing, it's about feeling better and being better. And I talked about this in another one of my videos, that I don't understand why people don't believe, maybe, why I'm so motivated to stay like this. And when you have a health condition, which I am blessed, I honestly say, thank God that I have Crohn's disease because it keeps me healthy. I need the fear of being in the hospital to keep me motivated. So maybe you guys got to go read that book, Awaken the Giant Within. And if you link enough pain and enough pleasure, that's another motivator for you. So you read the book and you do the exercises, and it says, with maybe every time you don't finish a workout, you have this fear that it's going to take you longer to get to your goal. Or, you fear that you're going to be in more pain the next day with a physical illness that you have. Or maybe each time you look at a bad food, you look and you see, like me, I see pain, I see an IV, I see my son crying, I see myself not being able to enjoy a workout, and that supersedes, I literally can be sitting next to somebody that is going to town on my favorite food, which is like Reese's peanut butter cups I used to love, and Cadbury eggs, and all those things when I was younger, and I used to eat them, and I was overweight, and I know a lot, and I just did a 30-minute follow-up coaching calls with one of my clients that's been with me for 3 months, and that's what we do, and she asked me for one. She needed a little motivation, and we chatted, and we went over some coping skills, and frame of mind, and all that other stuff, and I forgot where I was even going with that, but it's a big thing that you have to find that. You have to find that reason to make you keep going. I really, really highly recommend that book because of those specific things. I don't believe in living in fear, like living in fear of trying new things. No, my motivation is fear of being sick, and that totally works for me. So you have to find what works for you. Like if you suffer from, a health condition, then you need to, every workout, your motivation is fear of, being on medication for the rest of your life, or fear of having to go back on medication when you've been off of it. Like there are a lot of things. Highly, highly recommend that book by Tony Robbins, Awaken the Giant Within. You need to go read some of his motivational quotes. Like he's such an incredible speaker. Even I have not seen him live, and I'm waiting for him to come so I can go, because he is extremely powerful to me, and I've only read his book and heard him speak a couple times, but not live. Okay, and then the other one is basically family members or other people in your life that are shrinking or dimming your light and your fire to be better. And I talk about this all the time, and it's so unfortunate that so many of us have so many people that don't support whatever it is that we do, no matter what our lifestyle. It's easy for a husband or a wife or a family member or a friend to condone and be okay and support somebody going out and drinking, or sharing an ice cream sundae every single day, or eating bad fried food every single day, or, somebody not making a comment about how you overdo something else because of whatever reason. But maybe you're so focused to your health, which is a good thing. That's a phenomenal obsession. I literally just downloaded a picture that I'm going to post soon that says obsessed is a word that lazy people use to describe the dedicated, and it truly is. So the big thing is to just, it's like you kind of I did a coaching call with one of my other clients that's been with me for over a year, and I talked to her about, her big thing is her family as well, and unfortunately they're not very supportive. So I told her that every single time she goes over her family member's house, number one, she has to go over with a game plan. She has to go over with a game plan and a mental strength, and if somebody starts a conversation about what she's doing in any negative way, she automatically changes the subject, and she has to have in her mind before she walks in the house a go-to conversation. So if in the back of her mind she says she's going to talk about her dog, I don't even know if she has no, she doesn't have a dog. She has to talk about her dog. So the second her family member turns around and be like, "What, are you eating healthy again? Did you bring your packed meal? Did you go to the gym this morning? Oh my God, don't let me forget to talk to you about what happened to my dog." And then boom, totally change the subject. Or maybe make it something that they can't they can't give in. They have to know. Like, make it like you have a backup secret that you have to tell. Everybody loves gossip. So you have that secret in the back of your mind, and as soon as a family member starts to talk negative, you change the subject. And then you also need to, and this is another thing that I downloaded, and it's by Muhammad Ali, made a comment about you have to think of yourself as a champion, and even if you are not, you have to pretend to be. And it's almost like you're mind effing yourself. And I said this in the last video when I was talking about how for years I thought it was stupid, but it was one of the things that I said. I told her, you sit in the car and you sit in the driveway or in front of the house or whatnot for 2 minutes before you're about to walk in the house, and you put your rearview mirror down and you pretend like you're putting on makeup, and all you're doing is looking at yourself and saying, I can do this, I can do this, I will get through this. It's a couple hours, then I'm leaving and going to the gym. Whatever it is that it takes. And then if you are working on your fitness and it is something that you can do to avoid, like, you know, maybe if you have the kind of family that, you know, you always meet up with them on a certain day and maybe more than usual, more than the average person does. You know, if you were taking a class at school, it would be okay for you to not go as often. But because you're saying that you're going to the gym, it isn't okay. So maybe lie and say that you're taking a class or you're going to the bookstore. Nobody has to know. If it's a significant other, or, you know, a partner, or that's just not supportive of it. I mean, I'm a huge advocate of getting up early in the morning anyway, so maybe try to do it early in the morning before they even get up. And then if they're a good partner, and in reference to food, if they dog on you eating healthy, you know, you just have to ask them for support. If it's a family member that isn't following the same thing, then you can't change somebody else, but you can change the way that you deal with them. So maybe your way of dealing with them is saying, okay, they're not going to support me, but the best way that I can support myself is leaving it alone. And even though they are going to eat something different than I am, I'll make food for both of us. It's going to be a little bit harder for me physically to spend a couple extra minutes making my food and then making their food, but it's beyond better than having to deal with getting verbally abused for eating healthy and then, you know, not being able to do you know what I mean? It just, you might as well just put the energy into doing a little something extra just to keep their mouth shut. So I hope that those two things helped. Nobody can ever, and this is a big thing, and this is something that I learned right after while I was in the hospital, where I learned take responsibility for your feelings. Nobody can make you feel stupid. Nobody can make you feel this. You need to take responsibility for your feelings. So yes, babe. Okay, so move the mouse. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. Sorry. Nobody can make you feel a certain way. Nobody can take your fire away from you. Nobody can make you feel like what you're doing isn't the right thing. You feel that because you allow them to put that into your mind. I've said it a million times, and with all this negativity that I've got from any of my pictures or whatnot, it really is hard. I will say, though, like, nobody can make me feel like I don't like my body when I do like it, even though thousands of people can line up and make a negative comment and say that I look like a dude, or that I have too many muscles, or that I have chubby stomach, which somebody commented on one of my YouTube videos about that this muscle was chub. And it hurts. Yes, it does, which is why I don't go back and look at it, which is why when people tag me now in motivational pages where people post that picture of me and my son, I don't look. I can't look because it hurts. So I know what you're going through. I know what it feels like. But nobody makes me feel anything bad. I control it. I control whether I listen to it. I control whether I go to it. And I control my reaction. If I notice that I'm starting to feel a little bit depressed by it, then I do something about it. So if you're going through that with a family member, don't let them diminish your shine. So for every one negative comment that they make, do 10 things to put yourself in a good mood. Read 10 motivational quotes. Look at 10 women or men that you want to look like, that you have faith that you can look like if you keep your fire. Write down 10 amazing things about yourself, whether 9 of them you don't believe, but 1 that you do, but all 9 you want to believe. So, again, I hope this video helped. I need to go take a picture now for Misfit Clothing in one of his shirts. And then it's Sunday, so I'm going out with the family. So I love you. I definitely clearly have to take a shower, and then I have to dye my hair again, because I'm looking a little pink and yellow and orange in here. So, whatever. Okay. Love you.